Welcome back, everyone. So, robotic pets, this time aimed at seniors. So, this article, as you read, is all about a company called Ageless Innovation. AI, get it? Sorry for criticizing the name. Ageless Innovation and their range of robotic pets called Joy for All. And it includes dogs and cats, and they are, I had a look online to see what they look like. They do look like toys, not very realistic, but they've got some special features in technology where you can, if you stroke them, they will react. They move their heads, they move their eyes, they can make vocalizations, barking, purring, meowing, etc. So you can feel like you're having a sort of interaction with a pet. They're also quite very soft and furry, so you know the enjoyable feeling of stroking a pet. And obviously they come with all the advantages of being a robot, that you can turn it off when you want, you know, it doesn't eat food, you don't have to really take care of it, so it's sort of low maintenance.
No little chips of, like computer chips of dung.
Yes, it doesn't make a mess, doesn't smell bad, it's got some pros as well. And it is pretty basic, but I think when you look at the website, you realize that it's aimed at older people, particularly those with dementia and Alzheimer's. So they really need limited interaction and no maintenance in a pet. So a real animal might be difficult, but they still would like to have that sort of meaningful, I do something, you do something back in a positive way. And it could be very reinforcing for them. Certainly that's what the advertising videos look like.
Correct.
However, would it be a great replacement for a real pet for a kid or a middle-aged person? It doesn't look like that, no. They are quite basic.
Yeah, I think able-bodied people might find this a little, what do you call it when it's something novelistic, but it's not novelty item kind of.
And then it would get boring very quickly.
Yeah, just like every toy in Christmas.
Indeed. So, you know, I think considering the market, it's a great idea, but for general market use, don't get too excited just yet. So, when you read this article, John, were you excited? Would you want to try playing with a robotic animal?
I mean, again, for the novelty of it, of course it'd be like, oh, what is this? But I feel like I've seen the things that it can do in a combination of different toys out there, right? In a toy that I was talking about way back when. But then there's like these, you know, breathing and purring toys that you could put in your car and stuff like that. And you'd had these soft things that you can pet around. So I feel like they just kind of combined a few different ideas into one. So I feel like the novelty would wear off super quick. And so I don't think I would ever spend money on it. And if someone gave it to me, I would probably give it to some child or something that someone else.
The very young or the very old?
The very young or the very old, exactly. I'll give it to my mom and dad.
You're getting there, guys.
Yeah.
I think I was just overexcited when I first read the first bit of this article. I was like, oh, because imagine if because they've developed AI technologies now, I was imagining if they could make it really realistic and great movement, like
Boston Dynamics.
Yes, like those robot dogs, if it could move like that, I'm like, oh, that would be so fun, but it's not that.
I'd rather have Boston Dynamics. They're cuter.
Very adorable and lifelike, So, in more specific terms then, in terms of mental and emotional health, how do you think this kind of robotic pet compares to human interaction for the elderly?
Well, I'll say this. It will always do the same sort of interaction and emotional sort of giving, right, this pet. It's not going to let you down, but it's not going to surprise you in any way either. It's not going to do something really good, but it won't do something really bad. It will always give you this sort of comfort if you continue to enjoy the company of it. With humans, they can do things way better. Like if you get a good human around you, you're set for life. But humans can be quite terrible at the same time. And if you have a bad human around you, like maybe changing them into one of these robotic pets would be better. So yeah, I think it's a case by case on this one. But in the end, humans would provide more benefits, but they could also provide more detriments.
Yeah. And I guess for the elderly who aren't getting enough human contact and don't have enough maybe relatives left in their life or that they can interact with, it could be a good addition, but I think it couldn't be a substitute.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of feel the same way. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
But probably not.
I don't know, yeah. So I think it could be an uplifting thing for especially patients with dementia or Alzheimer's, when perhaps the repetition, the consistency is genuinely better than a more unpredictable real human, which can be quite distressing and disorienting for them. So, yeah, it depends who you're giving it to.
Don't give it to me.
Yes. So, positive news for the elderly. You can't rely on your robot pet to study English for you, so you're going to have to do this bit yourself. But it is apparently helping the brain to stave off the onset of Alzheimer's or dementia for longer.
You don't want this pet? Study the vocabulary.
Yes. To avoid having to buy this pet, let's work hard and study English. And we'll see you in the next one. Good job, guys. Bye.
Gain traction.
Gain traction.
Animatronic.
Animatronic.
Intricately.
Intricately.
Uplift.
Uplift.
Facility.
Facility.